Hare Krishna. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizer for inviting us for this session. And I once read in a newspaper, it said that Hinduism will be in minority in next 50 years. So I was surprised to see that, because if you actually carefully see all over the world, if you go all over the world, actually Hinduism is growing. And not only in our Bharatvarsh, but all over the world, in America, in Europe, in Africa, and on all the major continents, you will find the Hinduism is growing far and wide. Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, when he went to London, as he arrived at the London Heathrow Airport, one reporter asked him, "Swamiji, what did you get from India?" So he said, "I've got spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge for you, which you missed, because you have been in India for over 300 years, but unfortunately, you didn't actually carry the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual knowledge, which is a rich heritage of our country. So that I've got for you." So I'd like to show some few slides. This is Dr. Basham. He is heading the Department of History in London. And he says the Hare Krishna movement organization is historically very significant. For now, the first time since the days of the Roman Empire, an Asian religion is being openly practiced by people of Western origin in the streets of Western cities. So, not only the Indians, but we see many Americans, Europeans, they have taken this path of Krishna consciousness all over the world, and especially the academians and the scientists and the professors, they are also taking very seriously. So many major universities, like in Harvard University, there is a department called Department of Spiritual Studies, where Bhagavad Gita is being taught. Bhagavad Gita as it is by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So this text is being used, Bhagavad Gita is being taught in the Department of Spiritual Studies in the Harvard University also now. And in many of the American universities also, now Bhagavad Gita is also part of their syllabus. And there's something about the Iskcon, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, which was founded by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So he was a sannyasi from Bengal, a Gaudiya Vaishnava sannyasi, who traveled across the globe. And in 1965, he traveled outside India. He went to New York all alone. He had only $7 with him, with a bunch of books, Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto in 3 volumes, around 200 copies he took with him. And arrived at New York all alone, and practically he didn't know that whether he should take a left turn or a right turn. And he started staying in a Bowery Street, where a lot of hippies used to come. And these hippies were actually from the elite classes, because America had attacked Vietnam in 1965. So many young Americans and boys, American boys and girls, they became hippies. And they were into taking drugs and other, marijuana and many other things. So Prabhupada went there and started staying in that area and preached to them the message of the Bhagavad Gita and made them to chant the holy names of the Lord. And first time Srila Prabhupada in the history of America, you can say, he started chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this was under the tree in Topsky Square Park, New York. And all along he was sitting there, and many American boys and girls, they came, and they also started chanting Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada was not very fanatic about that. He gradually trained them up in the culture of Krishna consciousness, and they grew up very, very fast. And they started reading the message of Bhagavad Gita, and with their help actually, he spread the message of Bhagavad Gita all around the world in just span of 11 years. And now we have more than 500 centers all around the world. And during his time, before his departure, before he passed away in 1977, he established more than 100 temples around the globe. And we have a lot of vegetarian restaurants also, 100 vegetarian restaurants also. And we have more than 30 eco projects also, schools with a wide variety of community projects. We have farm communities. And through this, we are trying to spread the message of Hindu Dharma. And these are the centers around the world. In all the major continents, South America, you can say North America, and Russia, CIS countries, and even in African countries, India, you can say, And then Australasia, all those areas we have centers. And these are the number of centers. In Africa, we have more than 43 centers, temples, including the places of congregation. In Asia, we have over 77. In Europe, 110. India, over 200. In Northern America, 105. In Russia and CIS, 107. South America, we have almost 65 centers. And also, we are the world's biggest publisher of Vedic scriptures. And our Bhagavad Gita has been translated in more than 70 international languages, and all other books have been translated more than 80 international languages all over the world. Recently, we got Bhagavad Gita translated in Chinese language and also in Mongolian language. Mongolia is a very small country, and there is a language called Pidgin language, and there are only 40,000 people speaking this Pidgin language. And now the Bhagavad Gita has been translated in Pidgin language also. So all over the world people are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. So we have more than 43 titles in more than 80 languages, and over 500 billion books have been published and distributed. And this is a picture of a school. We have a school, Hare Krishna school in Ghana, in Africa. So one of our American sannyasis has been visiting there. You can see a lot of African students, they are chanting Hare Krishna and they are studying Bhagavad Gita also. And also we are distributing free prasadam, offered to the Lord. And we are distributing free prasadam in more than 7 countries. And then we have a temple in Durban also in South Africa. And Nelson Mandela ji, he also visited the temple. He inaugurated the temple, the South Africa Durban temple. And then we have a lot of festivals in Europe, because there people get attracted to festivals, especially this Polish Woodstock festival is very famous. And you can see more than 3 lakh people, they gather, they participate in the festival. We have a nice Hare Krishna prasadam for them, and they chant and dance in ecstasy. And then we have farm communities, I mentioned. We have more than 73 goshalas worldwide, 11 goshalas in the Eastern Europe. And this is a photo of the United Nations recognized Iskcon Vedic village. It's known as Krishna Valley. It's in Hungary, and it's developed a lot. And then we have a college in Belgium. We have a devotee here from Belgium, Radha Desh. We call it Radha Desh. So we are devotee from Belgium. So we have a Bhaktivedanta college, and courses we have been offered in Vedic theology, and is being recognized by university in England. And this is a picture of Mongolian devotees. Mongolia is a country where the temperature now is less than 0, that means minus 30 degrees Celsius. And their Mongolian devotees, they are chanting Hare Krishna and they study Bhagavad Gita as it is in Mongolian language. So devotee, His Holiness Bhakti Vaibhav Swami Maharaj, he is a devotee from Czechoslovakia, and he travels there, he goes there regularly and preaches to them. And this is a recent, very latest picture of Chinese Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam also is being translated in many international languages. Srimad Bhagavatam recently was translated and published in Chinese language. And one of our devotees, she is a Chinese lady, Janva Devi. And we are presenting the Chinese Srimad Bhagavatam here. And also we are teaching Hinduism in the colleges. There is a department of Hinduism, and we are heading the department of Hinduism in Hong Kong. And there's a Chinese universities, and our Iskcon devotees, they are actually teaching Hinduism there. And they quite often come to India also. We take them to many places of pilgrimage in India. Yeah, Department of Hinduism. That's in Hong Kong. Yeah. And also we are preaching in a big way in Russia and CIS also. There's a street Harinam Sankirtan in Moscow, in Russia. And there's a very big festival, Ukraine is called the Black Sea Festival, where more than 12,000 devotees assemble, and we have a lot of discourses by different Iskcon leaders and sannyasis, and they gather together and they have a very big, huge Harinam there. Black Sea Festival, it's called the Black Sea Festival. And this is the picture of a South American place, and this is Lima, Peru, and it's a photo of Harinam Sankirtan there.
I think we'll have to.
Just another 2 minutes, I'll take. And this is a presentation by His Holiness Radhanath Swami. He's training the working profession and the corporate sectors in the South American region. And we have other organizations also preaching Hinduism, like Swaminarayan. Some of our devotees are here from Swaminarayan also. They are preaching in Africa, USA, Europe, India, and Oceania. And there's Swaminarayan temple in London also. And other Vaishnava Sampradayas, like Pushti Margi Vallabh Sampradaya, they are also preaching in USA. It's called Braj. And one Sri Sampradaya Vaishnava Sannyasi, Chinna Jayar Swami, he's also a very prominent preacher preaching in USA. That's all.